CA Mukund is in the second year of his term as a statutory auditor of Style Marks Limited Holding Company, its subsidiaries and joint venture. At the time of planning the audit, he wants to be sure that all the components has been included in the consolidated financial statement. List out some of the procedures he should perform to verify the completeness of the information. So, what are the procedures you have to apply to check the completeness of information in the consolidated financial statement? See what happens, sir. Why this question is relevant? See, take example of Tata's, Ambani's, and Adani's. They have companies where they have more than 100 subsidiaries. So if one or subsidiary misses out, then it's a challenge. Don't think of company with two, three subsidiaries. Definitely, it will not be missed out. A large company, suppose it is missed out in consolidation. What will you do? So you have to ensure the completeness of information, and that is why this standard actually here. So whether the information is complete or not, that's what you have to ensure. The auditor has to verify all the components. Components means SAJ, subsidiary, associate, joint venture. So the auditor has to check all the components to be included in the consolidated financial statement unless they have to be excluded as per the criterion. In respect of completeness of information, what auditor has to check? First of all, he has to check he should review the working papers of the prior year to know about the known components. What are the known components that you will come to know? Okay, what are the known subsidiary, associate, and joint venture that you will come to know actually? You will come to know about the known component. Then review the parent's procedure for identification of the various components. What procedures the parents will apply to identify a particular component, you should be aware. That's the thing here. Then making inquiries of management to identify any new component or any component which is like say has been consolidated or not been considered for the consolidated financial statement. So that is the reason why the prior year working papers are very much important, because you will come to know that what are the components of the earlier year. That's the thing actually. So the chances of it getting excluded, and then you look into the new components. That's the thing. Review the investments of the parent as well as the component to determine the shareholding in other entities. So where all they have invested, what type of investment it is the company a holding company, is the company an associate company? So you will come to know about all those things. Then review the joint venture and joint arrangements as applicable. Review the other arrangements entered into by the parent and that is not been included in the consolidated financial statement of the group. What are the other types of arrangement there? Parent has been entered. Okay, where there is no CFS, what is the reason? You have to check that. Then review the statutory records maintained by the parent actually. What are the statutory records which are maintained by the parent? That you have to check, that you need to examine. That's the thing actually. So what are the statutory records? What are the registers which are maintained under what you can say section 186 to section 190 of the Companies Act 2013? That's the thing actually. Okay. Then you have to identify the changes in the shareholding that would have taken place in the reporting period. So is there any change in the shareholding that has happened in the current period? That you have to check, that you need to examine. That is the thing actually here. Okay, fine. This is all about it actually. So you ultimately nothing should be missed out. See, if it's missed out, then it's a problem here. So check the working papers of the prior year. What is the parent's procedure for identifying the different components? Actually, make inquiry with the management about the new components or any components which is not considered, the old components not considered for CFS. Okay, what are the investments made by the parent company or the components? You have to see the joint venture, joint arrangements that has been done. And most important thing, looking at the section 186, 190, which gives you the details of the investments made by the entity. That's the thing here. Okay, and any change in the shareholding that has occurred, that also you have to examine. Okay, fine. I'll see you in the next video.